In the quiet suburbs of Herndon, Virginia, a seemingly perfect family hid a deadly secret. On February 24, 2023, police responded to a frantic 911 call from a husband claiming he walked in on a home invasion. What they found was horror: a wife stabbed to death in her bedroom, and a stranger shot execution-style nearby. But this wasn't a random burglary. It was the brutal end of an elaborate scheme involving an affair, a fetish website, and a live-in au pair. Today, we're diving into the Brendan Banfield case, one of the most shocking true crime stories to emerge from Virginia in recent years. Brendan Banfield, then 40, was a former IRS agent living what appeared to be an ideal life. He was married to Christine Banfield, 37, a dedicated pediatric ICU nurse and devoted mother to their young daughter. To help with childcare, the family hired Juliana Perez Migojes, a 25-year-old au pair from Brazil. Everything changed in August 2022. Prosecutors later alleged that Brendan began a secret romantic and sexual affair with Juliana less than a year after she joined the household. Messages and testimony revealed Brendan confiding in her about wanting to be rid of his wife. He didn't want a messy divorce, he wanted Christine gone for good. By fall 2022, the pair allegedly started plotting murder. They created a fake email and profile on FetLife, a website for arranging BDSM and fetish encounters, posing as Christine. The goal was to lure an unsuspecting stranger to the house and stage Christine's death as part of a botched home invasion or sexual assault gone wrong. Enter Joseph Ryan, 39, from nearby Springfield. Ryan was active in the kink community and responded to messages from what he believed was Christine Banfield. The communications promised a consensual rape fantasy encounter at the Banfield home, something Ryan thought was safe and agreed upon. In January 2023, the plan solidified. Juliana later testified that Brendan was the mastermind. He wanted her to help ensure the plot succeeded so they could start a new life together. They rehearsed details: how Ryan would be framed, how the scene would look, even who would do what. On the morning of February 24, 2023, Ryan arrived at the house as arranged. What he didn't know was that no fantasy awaited him, only death. According to Juliana's testimony and forensic evidence, the killings unfolded in the master bedroom. Brendan confronted Ryan, first shooting him in the head. As Christine woke or reacted, Brendan allegedly stabbed her 7 times in the neck with a knife Ryan had brought, part of the stage fantasy. Juliana then fired a second, fatal shot into Ryan to further implicate the scene. The couple tried to make it look like Ryan had attacked Christine during a home invasion, and Brendan had heroically intervened. Brendan called 911 around 8 a.m., claiming he'd come home to find the stranger stabbing his wife. Police arrived to agree Ryan dead from gunshot wounds to the head and chest. Their young daughter was in the basement, unharmed but traumatized, later leading to child endangerment charges. Months passed with no arrests. Then, in October 2023, police arrested Juliana on second-degree murder charges for Joseph Ryan's death. Evidence showed she'd moved into the primary bedroom after the killings, effectively replacing Christine. Even all the house photos were replaced. In October 2024, Juliana took a plea deal, guilty to involuntary manslaughter in Ryan's death, in exchange for testifying against Brendan. She admitted the affair, the FetLife catfish scheme, and her role in the shootings. Brendan was arrested in September 2024 and charged with aggravated murder in both deaths. The case exploded in the media, dubbed the au pair affair for its salacious details, the live-in lover, the fetish site lore, the cold calculation to frame an innocent man. Brendan's trial began in January 2026 in Fairfax County Circuit Court. Over 3 weeks, prosecutors presented 34 witnesses, including Juliana, who detailed the plot step by step. Brendan took the stand in his own defense, insisting he loved his wife and denying any plot, while admitting to multiple extramarital affairs, including with Juliana. Juliana's sentencing followed suit after on February 13, 2026. Despite prosecutors recommending time served about 2 years per trial due to her cooperation, Fairfax County Circuit Court Chief Judge Penny S. Ascarate sentenced her to the maximum 10 years for manslaughter. The judge called her actions deliberate and self-serving, noting a lack of empathy for the victims. Juliana, a Brazilian national, will likely be deported after serving her sentence. Brandon's sentencing is scheduled for May 8, 2020.